Hi, I'm Jim Alvarez with Jamie Nicole Rocha. We're on the world-famous Sunset Strip in Hollywood, California. We're at the Roxy. And Jamie, who are we here to see tonight?
We are here to see Starpool.
What inspired you guys as young men? What artist or what band or what concert or what cosmic event decided for you guys to get into this industry?
But for me, it was all about where I grew up. Like, to me, I grew up in Anaheim, and Anaheim at my childhood, my adolescence, was like a hotbed for like punk and ska and like awesome music. And so it was like, it was funny, I was just thinking about the first time I was at the Roxy, I saw Fishbone, The Question, and No Doubt was the opening band. And it was like, you know, that was the scene back then. And so it's like we all just grew up in that scene. We all have like our favorite bands and stuff, but for the most part, I think the scene's really what kind of helped us kind of click together as friends and like kind of form a band.
And when you go to school and you play in marching band, it's kind of a natural progression to play in a band. The first time that I met him, I saw a trombone and I saw a special sticker on it, and I thought, who? Because back then it was kind of an underground thing. Not too much of the mainstream knew about ska, and so he was the only one that he had a special sticker on. You know, who's this guy? So I met him, and we became really good friends, and then over the years we played pretty much in every band together.
I know you guys have been together forever, but man, where do you guys come up with some of those routines?
You hear basketball players say when they're on the same team with the same guy for a long time, they kind of know where each other's at. And that's kind of what we do on stage. Like, we don't even need to see each other or talk. We just kind of know, okay, he's there now, I'm there now. And, you know, we just know it's all about putting on a good show and having fun and entertaining people. And, I mean, funny beats good, and that's what we try and do.
I'm gonna make it anyway. It's alright, and it's okay by me.
Tell us about the name Starpool.
Back in the Safe Ferris days, I used to live in a house in Garden Grove that had a swimming pool in the backyard that was shaped like a star. And so we used to have parties at my house, and we used to call them Starpool parties. And it was just, they were epic. I mean, we've had some of the most amazing bands. I know Aquabats played there, Real Big Fish. We had a ton of like bands, and it kind of became like a venue. During the early days in Orange County scene, there weren't a whole lot of live places to play. There was no House of Blues. So like a lot of the up and coming bands, I would get calls on the weekends from touring bands saying, hey, can we play in your kitchen? And it just kind of became this thing. And so, yeah, playing at the Starpool house, you know, and that was the thing. And the parties were just insane. And so once Safe Ferris started doing our thing, then we wrote all our stuff, and you know, that was kind of the focal hangout spot for the band. And so when Safe Ferris did our first record, we created a label called Starpool Records, and it's just, the name's kind of always been around. So when we started the band, it was just the one thing that every person in the band had a connection, because we'd all been at those parties, and so it just clicked.
We always wanted our shows to be like kind of the energy and the spirit of the Starpool parties. See, so that's why we're like, you know, that's something that we all can identify with, was those carefree days in Garden Grove, where the cops would come and shut us down.
Come on!
I understand that you're working on a project yourself, a film project. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
My brother and I have completed filming a movie called Rude Boy the Movie, and right now we're in the editing phase, and it should be either we'll have a premiere, or we might go straight to DVD or like Netflix or something like that. So keep an eye out for Rude Boy the Movie, definitely.
So if you guys are going to be immortalized, what we want to know is, which do you prefer, or if you have a third option, let us know. Would you prefer being on an episode of The Simpsons, Madden 2014, or some third option?
I would want to have my throat cut on Game of Thrones, because that seems to be the hip thing these days.
I think I want to get killed by Dexter, be one of the serial killers, the ska killing serial killer.